Hi Trevor, Kevin here. Thanks for reaching out, or sorry, responding to my short video there. I'm specializing in lead generation, and this year looking at specifically dental and chiro clinics. We use most commonly, I mean, I have a variety of strategies for doing this, and I'm teamed up with a large group in in the US. I have about two-hour conference calls with them every single week to keep on top. They're the geeks, basically. I'm the marketer, but they're the computer geeks, if you like. So we're looking at, we most normally use the Google search, because that is a tremendous way of getting leads for this type of client, and Facebook is still number one as far as social media goes. Their algorithm, their technology is just absolutely superior to anything out there right now on social media targeting. People who are in the process of looking for a dentist, we can identify. It's just incredible what you can do now. So what I normally do is I take a location like you've just said, Abu Dhabi or UAE, and I will have a look at what the competition is doing. And I know the factors that Google require. For example, if we're looking at Google search, I know the factors that Google like, and how they push someone up to the top or put them in the Google Maps. What I mean by that, very quickly, is, let me just go to here we go. Oh, where is it? Yeah. So I've done a quick search, dental clinic Abu Dhabi, and you can see here these are the paid ads. We specialize in paid ads as well. Wonder why that came up. That was a quick one. These are the results of the what we call the map pack, the Google map pack. Very interesting to be there. You get a lot of business from this, a lot of clicks if there, if you like. And of course, the number one position to be is in the top 3 or 4 of the organic search here, because most people click here. 60 to 70% of all clicks are here, depending on the location, depending on the industry. 15 to 25 would click here, and 10 to 20, maybe 10 to 15 click on these. Even though these are above everything, we are still getting, the still tendency is to click, people to click on the top 3 here. So my expertise is doing well in all these 3, of getting people into this map, because there's a hell of a lot of pages of dentists in this area, and to get in the top 3 there are requirements by Google, and I know what they are. And what I do is I will systematically have a look at how well these are doing in all those factors, and then just outperform them. So we don't have to kind of beat the world, we're just looking to beat the competitors in that area. So we don't have to go crazy. So as long as we know exactly what they're doing and how well they're doing at these things, then I can estimate the time and the amount of money to beat these in and take over their position, and therefore take the calls that they're currently getting, because they're getting a lot of calls, these guys, in those positions. So it's re-engineering it basically, and finding out what these guys are doing to get in those positions, and get the quality and the quantity of what they're doing, and just outperform them, and that's what I do. So for example, this guy here, I could help this guy. This guy is actually, this company here is not only in the paid ad, but he's dominating. And he's also in the 2nd position of the organic Google search. So he's killing it there. He's not in the top 3 here. I could help him getting into that top 3, and he'll get another 10-20% more calls. If you could click here, you'll see once it comes up, yeah, a whole bunch of people. There's another 7 or 8 or 9 pages here. And that company, that whatever it was, let's see. Here we are, Whitfield Dental Clinic. They're right down here. I can help them get into this position here, 3 here, so they get another 10-15% more calls. I'm sure and they'd really then dominate this search for dental clinic Abu Dhabi. And there's many other keywords people search in, of course, for dentist, Abu Dhabi, dental, teeth whitening, etc., etc., etc. And I do a whole due diligence and research into the area, into the location, and then I can find out exactly how much it's going to cost to get into these positions if it's worth going for, and of course these positions, and of course here. So the other, and if sometimes it may not be worth it, and then we look at another strategy. In this case, I would be using Facebook. We specialize in really targeting Facebook and really fine-tuning ads in Facebook, and that creates some tremendous results. In fact, we've got proven campaigns, proven, tested, tweaked campaigns in many fields, especially in the dentistry and the chiro areas, that have been totally proven. And so it just needs tweaking to the local environment, the local area that we actually do the campaigns. So so if you have any business owners in these areas, or any other areas actually, but I'm actually focusing on, as I said, dental and chiro. If you have any owners in these areas, I can certainly take a look and see what it's going to take to generate business for them. Now, a lot of the times I'm looking at on page 2, or I take some of these companies that are not on page 1 and help them get to page 1 in the Map Pack here as well. So it doesn't matter where they are, I can help them, or at least find out what it's going to take for them to get into those positions. Now, for dentistry, for example, getting into these positions is huge business for them, massive business in most cases. And I can see this is highly competitive here. With all these ads, obviously it's worth doing, and there's plenty of business there, of course. So I could do those estimates for any company who wanted to find out how much it's going to cost and how much time it's going to take. I can do that for them. And as I said, the other thing is Facebook. Facebook is a tremendous way of getting leads as well in that industry. Now, as far as what we can do with the person who helps us get those referrals and they close and they actually we close the business, then there's two things we can do. We can offer a one-time kind of finder's fee, or we can have an ongoing fee. Because anybody that I take on board will be paying me on a monthly basis to keep this going and make sure they have these leads coming in month after month after month, and we can also arrange a sliver of that for the person who gives us that, helps us to, or introduces us, to someone who comes on board. So we can either do a monthly payment or a one-time finder's fee, and that's up to you. And that, I have a couple of people doing that for me in other places where they now know it's quite profitable, or not. They like to build up an ongoing stream, and they introduce me to a lot of business owners that they actually know. I'd rather do someone you know rather than you go out and start prospecting for me. You can do that. I have people doing that as well too. So yeah, if you know any owners, please let me know and we can sort you out. And that's it. If you've got any questions, let me know, Trevor, and I'll certainly try to answer them. Thanks very much. And by the way, I did see your podcast. That's an amazing interview, and also saw your book, and I'd love to have that. So I'm going to, obviously it's going to be in Amazon somewhere, I'm sure. So I'll take a look at that and have a chuckle while reading it. And kudos to you too for going through what you did and coming out as you have. It's quite incredible. So that's it. Just let me know what your feedback is and let's have a chat. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. Thanks, Trevor.